I am super pumped on this Monday morning. I've got some awesome people on Zoom here with me, and we're live streaming into Team Transformers Facebook. If you're not on Team Transformers Facebook, ask to be added. I've been also putting recordings into Team Transformers Voxer so that all avenues are covered. Those are our two communication tools. Why are we called Team Transformers? Because we help transform people's lives. I feel like my life has been transformed, and hopefully you guys who are on here too feel that way, whether it's for your health or the quality of people in the community and improving your lives, or whether it's your income that it's been able to provide. So anyway,
What a great intro, Sharon.
well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
that's the best intro you've ever done. It must be because you're illuminating. I'm putting
Yeah.
the lunch and learn. I got falafel, hummus, pickled cabbage, and onions. It's delicious.
Awesome. Let's hear what everybody else is up to. I'm excited that we've got Trina on the line. Gonna call on her before you, Shakira. Let's hear who's got any excitement or good news or an event that they had that was awesome or an event they're looking forward to. Let's hear from a few of you real quick. A little popcorn action. Michelle, go ahead.
I'll share real quick. Yesterday we did a salad party at
Oh no, I think we lost you.
Your sound disappeared, your audio.
Darn, she needs that for Mother's Day or Christmas or her birthday. A new
What, a
laptop.
mic?
One
Maybe
or
an
the other.
external mic.
Yeah, she could get the USB. Mike,
That's what I did for Karen. I sent her a link of what to order.
send her a link. It's people that are not on Apple.
It's only like 15 bucks.
Where'd she go? Oh, there. No. Okay, she's switching probably.
Now she's straight up muted.
Hi, everybody. I can jump in while Michelle is working out her audio.
Okay. Yes, we definitely want to hear
Hi.
from Trina. Go ahead, Trina.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm not camera ready yet, but
I'll bet you are.
hopefully I will be by the time we end. But yes, good to see everybody. I've been doing summer camp with my after school program turns into a summer camp. So I haven't been on because lunch and learn is while I'm in the thick of it. But it's over now. I did my 12 days, I did my time. Summer camp is over, so I'm here today. But just got back from Nashville. We had our family reunion, and so they said, well, we want the family members to set up tables for your businesses. And I was like, okay. Couple of months ago, I think I signed up my aunt, my mom's sister. She's 70. She thinks she's 17, but she's loving Juice Plus. Her husband is taking it, her grandchildren. I also signed up my cousin a few months back. Now I've been begging my cousin for at least 5 years to get some Juice Plus. She and her husband have so many health challenges and issues, but she finally took the leap. She signed up for the quad. I was very surprised, but she's loving it as well. So both of them were there as people were walking by my table and telling people, hey, we love it, we love it. So I think that was one thing that really helped. People were some of my cousins were coming over. What is this you have? And I would tell them, it's just fruits and vegetables. I remember you all always saying, don't try to over talk it, don't try to tell people everything that is done for you, because if you're just going on and on and on and on and on, they're going to keep walking. So just make it simple. And that's what I did. It's fruits and vegetables in capsule form. It's really good. It's going to help build your immune system. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you 500 things it'll do for you, because I'm not supposed to do that anyway. The main thing you need to know is that it's great. It's great for your body. You need fruits and vegetables. So yes, I had 4 people that actually took out their credit cards, pulled up a chair, totally in the way of the whole vendor situation, but we didn't care. Yeah, just sit on down. I did have some very crazy issues. I was going back and forth from my phone to my computer because it would not work with me just trying to sign them up. I was going back and forth. So it took me almost 30 minutes, I think, with everybody just to get them signed up. I don't know what the issue was, but finally did it. 4 new customers. I'm very excited. And yes, just happy to share that today. So Sharon, Michelle, I know Doug, one of you will show me how to sign people up at a vendor event where it does not take so long because you're holding somebody's credit card and they're looking at you like, okay, are you finished? Are you finished?
Oh my
So yes,
gosh.
I need to know the fastest way to sign somebody up at a vendor event. Okay, thank you. That's it. Good to see everybody.
Thank you, Trina. I know I don't even try. But with our new platform, it's gonna be a lot easier. So right now, it's just, dealing with whatever technology right now, but I'm excited that you kind of got out of your comfort zone and got all those people on your family exposed to Juice Plus and everything at the family reunion. And I mean, my family doesn't have family reunions. I'm jealous of those people that do. And I think that's awesome for anybody who does have family reunions to hear that.
Yes, we have to have family reunions. My grandmother had 14 children. Her mom had 21 children. And so I have 73 first cousins. And so now I'm on a mission to just sign everybody up for Juice Plus.
That's right. Yeah, that's good. And I told her that now we can also capture them by just putting some Zooms on if she wanted to. Me and Michelle can help her out with that, or Doug, throughout the week, use that as a follow-up. Okay, wow. Okay, does anybody have any comments? Michelle, we'll let you go next and you can comment on Trina. And we'll work with Trina on figuring out the best way for next time for putting in
Well, I'm going
those.
to share a little bit at some point,
Okay,
maybe so everybody can learn a little bit too.
okay.
But go ahead, Michelle.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Now, I think what Trina did is so awesome. And she did that all on her own. She didn't even reach out and say, Michelle, I'm going to my family reunion. She's just been learning all this information over the years and she put it into practice. So I love it. And I'm so happy for you, Trina. This is so awesome. So I had an event yesterday too, a salad party at Maritz's Wellness Center. And what we thought was going to be 6 or 7 of us turned into 14 people. It was so good. And I made Luminate mocktail, and we talked about Juice Plus, and people were wanting to order right after. Guess that she had about maybe 8 or 9 people, and then I had 3 people that came out. So it was a really great event, and it just felt good to be sharing this information because so many people hadn't done that before. And I was just like, wow, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And you kind of take it for granted how you can help people simplify their life through salad in a jar, through Juice Plus, through growing their own food. It's just I don't know, I get a high off of that. So it was so good. I really was glad to get back in there. And now I have salads for the week for myself because it's summer and I'm kind of, summertime, you're not on a routine like you usually are. So it was really good. Grateful for that. And then I think all that conversation was happening with Trina and Sharon while I was in the midst of that, and then dropping Chance to a camp last night. And so good stuff. I think summer's the time. When I started my business, I started in the summer. So I always like to take advantage of this time where people aren't as crazy with doing all the things with their kids and sports. They might be traveling, but I feel like there's more available time to have events and people to actually feel a bit more relaxed, because they're not stressed about, okay, tomorrow's going to be a school day and all those things. So take advantage of the summer.
Amen, Michelle. Because I love that attitude. That's the attitude of an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a goal-oriented person. Because a lot of people, the kids get out for summer and it's like, oh my gosh. And then because it's not that you really have your whole day taken up because the kids are out or whatever. It's because your schedule's different and you let other things dominate your life instead of playing offense. You got to play offense in life, not defense. So instead, Michelle says, okay, it's summer. Everybody else is a little more free. They have a little more time on their hands. They can meet up. They can go to splash pads. They can do this and that. And she just makes it happen. Love it.
Oh, one more thing. So from that event, this is a Sharon classic. Okay. we are having a series of events this summer, first of all. So from that event, we advertise our next event is going to be a sour in a dough workshop. Oh my gosh, almost everyone in the room was like, what? We want to come to that. So we already have like 10 people that want to come to this sour in a dough. While I'm there, someone texted me from seeing the list of all the events we're having for the summer that I created a poster for, and was like, sign up me and 2 of my other friends. So we have 3 from that one person, and then we have like 9 people from the event that want to attend that. So it was nice to go from one event and then share the next event and people be excited about that because they were really loving the salad in the jar.
Awesome. Well, thanks for giving me a shout out on that. That's great. Speaking of shout outs, Kathy Thurman wants to give a shout out to somebody. We'll do that real quick. Okay. Kathy, whenever you want to come on. There she is.
Sorry, it's been a week. A couple of y'all know, and you may have heard on national news that
Oh.
Ruidoso is burning down. It's been a crazy, crazy week. I'm safe. I'm in Colorado. It's actually harder to be here than in my town, but my shout out goes to Stacy. Sorry, I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
So my neighbors, everybody was evacuated from the entire town. 8 to 10,000 people at one time, one road out of the mountains. And my neighbor's a type 1 diabetic. She actually is a Juice Plus person. And she called me from Roswell because there were no homes. There was nowhere for her to go, no dogs. She said, I'm headed towards Startesia. I'm like, calling Stacy. Maybe she'll know where she can go with her dog. I called Stacy and Stacy's like, send her to my house. Everything's there. Just we've turned the air on. And that's what this community is. She goes, and by the way, tell her I know Renee's on Juice Plus. She probably didn't grab her Juice Plus. It's all there. And so Renee and another person were there, and the other girl was like, what is that stuff? And so Renee just started talking to her. And so it's just kind of been, and then Renee's just been talking. We haven't had anybody sign up yet, but because it's just been a stressful week. But yeah, the beauty of this company and people you can reach out to help in times of trouble.
Wow. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing that. She came to your rescue in your time of need. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Stacy's so good at that. And Stacy was on the main stage at Branson Boot Camp. So shout out to her for that. And I asked her if she'd have one of her daughters tape it. So it is in Team Transformers. I have not gotten to watch it, but it's about mindset. I know it's superb. So let's all watch it. Okay, so we've got so many people today. I'm so excited you guys are on here. I can't help but give a shout out to Dr. Nalani Valentine. I watched her, and so did Kathy Crispin. I'll let Kathy comment on Dr. Nalani's Zoom yesterday and how proud we are of her. She started it with celebration song, and she's dancing, and she's just the most vibrant woman, you know, and then she ended it with pictures of like her childhood and her youth and on up, and then with another great song, and she's just glowing. But in between that, she shared, you know, about her team, about Juice Plus, about her book, her first chapter, and I was able to be on it also. Which was great. I got to read the forward. So Kathy, just go ahead. I know you were dying to say something yesterday, and so was I. It was in webinar mode, so we didn't get to say anything. But Kathy, say your kudos today.
Dr. Nanali was just so good. And sorry about I'm getting over COVID, so I'm a little creepy, but she did an excellent job. She made everybody feel comfortable. And when you don't know anybody really, really well, you just see them on Zooms and stuff like that. You don't really know exactly what they're all about. I know her daughters, and I'm just so impressed because she has such a heart for people, And that's just what I love. I love that this community loves it. She did a great job. I can't wait for everybody to hear her story. And personally, the highlight was seeing all the pictures at the end, because that's very vulnerable. You're
Yeah.
showing, during a time that was a very difficult time in your life. And that makes it so relatable. And when people see you sharing, even during your struggles, it really does help people to think, hey, if that can happen for her, that can happen for me. And I want what she's got. Great job, Dr. Nalali.
Nalani, do you want to comment on that at all? And you are welcome to put your link in there too. She's
Oh.
basically talking about the foundations of health helped her get through that trying time when she had, and I'm not going to say it right, so you can say it, Nalani, when you had,
Acute myeloid leukemia.
right. And she actually wrote the book during that time. I mean, she's amazing. So shout out to Dr. Nalani. We also have Vela this week, who's going to be on a TEDx talk in Miramar, Florida. So she's going to come on next Monday and share about her. So we've got incredible people on our team, and you can be very happy to bring people on here so that they can, be in this community. So proud of all of you guys.
I have to shout out for Sharon because she had no idea that I was
Yes.
going to call on her. I had no idea that I was going to call on her. It just so happens that the person that Inez, most of you know Inez,
Uh-huh.
she was going to read for me, and she was so looking forward to it. And then something came up, and she wasn't available and didn't get to me in time. And so I'm calling Inez. Okay, are you there? And then I just looked in the participants, and I saw Sharon. I said, "Yay, Sharon!" So she stepped up to the plate and did an excellent job of reading the foreword by Shaka Khan.
Wait a second. Sharon
Doug didn't
got to
even
be
know.
on
Doug was
Zoom?
shouting in the background, by the way, because he was on a video game. I never did
Wait,
tell you.
Sharon got to be on the Zoom?
I was on the Zoom.
She was in
I thought it
it.
was a replay of the first Zoom.
Oh no, it was
You
totally
wouldn't
different
listen to
from
me,
the first.
Nalani.
My husband created the first one. I created the second one because I had given him information to put in it, but I totally forgot the whole point, as they say. The whole point was to show people how they can prepare their lives for the unexpected. And the other one was all about me. He's the one that created that video. Well, actually, my daughter created the video, but
I
he
love the video.
added to it. Yeah, it makes me want to dance. I can't stand it.
Well, I apologize I didn't go on yesterday's.
I know, I'm shouting to Doug. I sent him the link twice. I'm like, Nalani, and then whatever. So then when she called on me, I mean, I'm half dressed and it's Sunday. I'm in the bed with my laptop, just relaxing, watching Nalani. Then I know she's struggling because somebody's not reading the forward that she said somebody was going to. I'm like, I'm here, Nalani, but I have no idea. I have nothing to read. And then I'm running out to the kitchen. I'm getting ready. And she's like, "Oh, you just read the screen." I'm like, "Yes." So then my face was not on there. And I wasn't half dressed, but Anyway, so that worked out great. And I totally enjoyed, I can't wait to read the book. I don't have it yet, but she read the whole first chapter, which was very poignant. All right, so I'm sorry, Shakirah, we still have not gotten to you. Now Doug's going to share how to put it in order. Then we're going to go to Shakirah for the rest of this time. Okay, go.
Okay, so this is dedicated to Trina, but everybody can learn from it. Okay, so
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. Now on our website, now initially I thought, oh, this is an easy solution. You just send them a link, but that's the link to sign up. That's really easy to do. And we don't want to get too deep down this rabbit hole, but because we are starting a new system in about a month or two, and it'll be a lot easier to do this. But what I do, and I know everybody's not really using boards yet. So you guys know how we have like the Campbell. Oh wait, I have to share this onto Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna have to look to this screen, so forgive me. You guys are seeing boards, right? Yes. Okay. So we have the Campbell team board, obviously. And that's great because we have all these things. But don't forget, you can create your own custom board for yourself. So I want to show you guys how quickly, if I was meeting with people and you want them to buy something, I have a whole folder, which is on the Campbell team boards where it says make your own board. This template is in there. So I encourage you to learn boards because in this folder, I have one called JP Product, and I'm going to put it into the chat so you guys can see how quickly I can do this. If I met somebody and they're not really sure, I would say, let me send you some research information. And then I would literally, boom, here you go. Now you guys have research information. Somebody might want to order a trio. Okay, here, you can buy a trio here. Copy link. And then, now this goes even faster on the phone. I'm doing this on desktop. You know, and I have everything. Oh, you want to buy shakes? Here you go. Here's your shakes. Now in the future, now we can create carts for people currently, but it's almost useless because you have to have all their information already. So it doesn't really help you. So I just do it this way. And then if they go to my link, obviously it's going to take them, oh great, my link didn't work. Thank you. But you understand what I'm saying. I just haven't used it in the last few weeks apparently. So that's all I wanted to show. Just the fact that boards is a resource. Now, if you didn't want to learn boards, you could still do this. You could go into your shop, like go to trina.juiceplus.com, go to the page that has the trio, copy that link, and put it into like a note on your phone that says trio link, you know, and then you can always just copy and paste it in. Does that make sense? Not just Trina, but everybody?
Yes, that's what I was trying to do, and it would get me to the point where when it was time to check out, I could share the cart for some reason.
Yeah, the
And so-
problem with doing that is that the way the company has it set up right now is in order for me to share a cart with you, I'm going to have your name, your address, your phone number, your email, everything. So it's kind of like, now in the future, it's going to be much easier. You're going to be able to make a cart and just send it to them, kind of like with Amazon. I can have a page for you guys on Amazon or whatever. So this is not to show you exactly how to do it, but it's to give you vision that if you want to, you could learn some of these shortcuts a couple different ways. You can use boards. You can just use notes within your phone. I've seen Sharon do it where before we had boards, Sharon would just search for The Whole Truth or Dr. Who's your favorite doctor that's on the old video, Sharon?
Mitra Ray or whoever.
Yeah, so she would just search Mitra Ray and a text message comes up from the last person she did it to. And then she just copy that
And
text, put
forward
it in, and alter it.
Yeah.
So it's
I
always
do a lot of forwarding.
yeah, and also if you're on iPhone or Android, you know you can set up like little shortcuts. Like if you type AAA real quick, that can put your email address in or something. You know what I mean? Like that's in your keyboard settings within your phone.
Yeah, I definitely need to do this, what you're saying, Doug, because one of them that I sold to my cousin, she's taking chemo right now. And so I was looking at her arms and, she has the scars and her skin is turning black and all of these things. And I looked through boards for some videos for her. I think I found two, but one was really, really long and one was really short, like a minute. But I needed more to send her. So I think I need to do my own board, like what you're saying, and put some
Yeah.
things together.
And you
Another
put
was
your
a diabetic.
favorites. Yeah, you put your favorite stuff on there. I mean, then there's landing pages. There's a lot of things we can do. And I realize I'm surprised nobody like sends me nasty Voxers yet because I keep saying I need to do tech training for you guys. I probably should just be doing I should have a YouTube channel that teaches all these different things because my job is to make it easier for you guys. So that's one way I could do that.
All right.
So I will someday. Sharon, bug me.
Oh, yeah. No, somebody else bug him. There's plenty of other things I need to bug him about.
All right, let's
Uh-oh.
get
Oh,
Sharon, I turn it over to
Melanie.
you.
You gave her permission.
The honey-do list, top priority. Okay, so
It's long.
let's hear from Shakirah how she puts orders in, because she put like 9 quad orders in already this month. And so how did I come across Trina? I know Trina's been wanting to share, and I saw Trina's showing up on the leaderboard for customers. I'm like, yes, Trina's getting her groove. Sometimes people need to find their niche or their groove or have the time off. She's been a teacher. So I was like, yes, Trina, go, And so I like to be a cheerleader. And then I see Shakirah. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys just wouldn't even believe how it looks on the alerts, or when you do a customer analysis, when it's like quad, 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 and it's just amazing. So that's what you want to see. That's what people are going to get the most benefit. And I know Shakirah must have a certain way of explaining it that makes her people want to just sign up, right? So she also puts it on her, email. I see it every time I get an email from her, because I am one of her past patients. I'm not sure it's past, whatever patients, to get the iridology and her feedback, because she is a naturopathic physician also, and I'm probably saying that wrong. She can explain that. And so she's got a lot of patients, people that come to her. And so let's hear from
You're
Shakirah.
glitching out, Sharon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, it says my internet connection is unstable. That goes on the honey-do list. So anyway, we're going to go to Shakirah so she can take it away with all that information. And I want to hear about how you like the Luminate ingredients. I've really put a lot on her.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. It's been a while since I've been on the Lunch and Learn. I would say before the month, every month starts out, I have like a goal. So I wrote out on like a vision board or the Juice Plus chart that I'm going to get 10 orders for the month of June. And so what I do is every time I speak to someone, whether it's through social media, clients, I schedule a call and I put it on my calendar and set reminders 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, so that I never miss it. And I find that this system that I have is so efficient, because I would say 90% of the time people are signing up and getting the quads. Another way that I do it too is that I'll like post a quote on my stories. I'll say, Juice Plus has like you could go on the research, or you can go on the website. They have different quotes, and I'll post it, and I'll post a picture of the Juice Plus, and I'll say DM me raw, like a keyword, DM me raw, DM me fruit, so that you can get it today. I've had 3 of those orders out of the 9 came from my stories, just posting on my stories. So some of the verbiage that I use once I get them on the phone, I just say, what are your health goals? And so that I can kind of align my verbiage to what they're saying, instead of me just going off and say, hey, this is what Juice Plus is about. I don't want to sound like a reporting. I don't want to sound like a salesperson. I want to talk to you. I want to have a conversation. So I'll just say, I'll ask them, what's your health goals? They'll say, I'm having this challenge here. So then I'll say, well, you know what? Juice Plus definitely aligns with what you're looking for, especially with children, right? Because we know it's free for children. So a lot of it is the Healthy Starts for Family program. I go and explain that. And then once I align their health goals with what Juice Plus already has to offer, they're like, oh, I need this, and it's just, and it was like, well, how much, one thing that I did start to run into was people would ask for a 1-month trial. And one thing I would say, I was like, well, Juice Plus doesn't do that, because really, you'll take it for 1 month and you'll say, well, this didn't work. And I think that's one of the things that we experience so much in our world. We want instant gratification. Well, it takes that 4-month time to really see some changes. So I explained to them that's why Juice Plus has it where it's 4 months instead of you doing like a 1-month trial. And so the way I get the quads is like, you need each blend in order for that blend to back up what the other blends are essentially doing in the body. So you can't just have the fruit and vegetable without having the berry and the omega, because the omega has its own benefits to enhance what the fruit, vegetable, and berry can do. So that's one of the ways that I get a lot of the quads. Also, with the meetings that me and my team, also Dr. Nalani, we've been doing those meetings. That has been helping a lot because having them go to these meetings and them seeing like the research and the studies that it's specific, like to what they're looking to help themselves with. So that's been helping. And then again on just literally simply posting to your stories. You know, you never know who's going to bite. Like I'll just say DM, I'll just like a quick keyword, DM me raw to get your free package. They'll DM me raw and I'll reach out to them with like something that I already have stored in my notes and say, hey, it's time to go raw. Did you know that Juice Plus such and such and such and so? And then, hey, send me your phone number, send me your email so I can schedule a call. And I immediately put it in my phone and we're set from there. So I would say the way to increase you know, orders is to make sure you're sticking to the schedule that you have with that person. And even if they don't get it that day, schedule another follow-up call, you know, friendly, of course, not trying to sound, you know, pushy, but say, hey, do you mind if I follow up with you in 2 weeks, whatever date you're comfortable with, because they want it, but sometimes the circumstance at that time is not aligned with, you know, whatever they're trying to get, but it may not be something that they can get at that time. So I schedule something in advance in the future on a future date, just so that they know, hey, this is still a possibility. So I trust that helps. I've been doing it like that system as far as like getting the orders, the quads, and helping people to understand what Juice Plus really is, has been working for me, and also helping to work for my team as well.
Okay, let's ask her some more questions, you guys. Pretend you're one of her clients or patients. Ask her some questions.
Okay, what do you recommend for people who are starting out with social media? I know what I've learned, and I've been watching you, and I see how consistent you are. And of course, you've got, I mean, Dr. Moore has thousands, you know, in the tens of thousands of followers. However, she didn't always, and somehow, somewhere, you started. So how did you get started, and how would you recommend someone else who really wants to be effective dealing with social media?
Absolutely.
And I have another one after that.
Yes. Yeah. As I was just talking to someone, someone said they've been following me since I had 286 followers. You know, I have almost 18.5. So it's what I would say with the social media is confidence in the product, in Juice Plus. Not really Juice Plus as a product, but we know it's a food, right? So I hear I see the confidence already, like constantly sharing it already with the people that you know. So now we have to broaden the spectrum of our audience, right? Now we're going outside of the zone of people we know, family, friends, and people that we don't even know from a hole in the wall, right? So now they're getting to know you. They don't know you personally, but they're getting to know you. So it's the way that you speak, is the confidence that you have in Juice Plus. So I've seen it with my clients, with myself, with my own family, of what Juice Plus can do and what it has done. I always say, I don't make claims that Juice Plus does this. Everyone has their own testimony. You have to experience it for yourself. So I'll say, you know, I'll put, sometimes I make my own quotes. I always include the picture of the Juice Plus and say, you know, Juice Plus has the ability to such and so for skin health. Like tonight, I'm doing a YouTube on skin health, you know, and there's a study on skin health with the Juice Plus. So that I tie it all into what people essentially are looking for. So I would say with social media, add it to your stories every chance you get. If you're going to post like on your page, like whether it's a reel or a regular post or a video, not to just like throw it at them, but kind of mix it in where, you know, it's something that more people want to see. And then you say, hey, did you know you can get it for free? DM me a keyword, whatever keyword you want to use, so that you're getting the engagement. Because also knowing the algorithm too, with Instagram, people don't go to your links without you grabbing them to go to the link. So you have to say comment keyword, DM keyword, that brings them in. Instead of saying, did you know Juice Plus does this? Go to my link, or, you know, just comment, say comment or DM, and then that pulls, reel them in so that you can have a conversation and know how many times you have to DM them back and forth, because, you know, people are indecisive, right? So I be DMing them back and forth. Like, they'll ask me tons of questions. I'm right there. That also makes them more comfortable. Like, wow, you're taking out the time to explain the process of the Juice Plus. And then that makes them, they're not getting the Juice Plus because it's Juice Plus. They're also getting it because of you, right? So it's your confidence, your care for the person. You know, people don't care how much you know until they care about, they know how much you care about them. So I would say that's the key with social media. One of the keys, not the key, one of the keys.
I mean, I'm getting excited over here. Just, I mean, you're like talking some serious leadership stuff on here, and I'm sorry, I even unmuted. Just talk more.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anyone has any more questions?
Well, Nalani said she had two. Did she ask both?
Oh, you're on mute.
She's muted.
Oh, okay. I think I forgot the other question. It'll come back. But I've been watching you, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the consistency and the fact that because you're so consistent, people are always going to go to you. And I like that you said use your stories, because that is something that I know I have not. I mean, I've been doing reels and stories. I forget that gets precedence. People will go, the algorithm will pick up stories before anything else. And we were thinking stories, well, it's only there for 24 hours. So why do I want to do that? However, there's you could maybe explain that, how your stories become more profitable, and how you can keep those stories, maybe, if you want to share that.
Also, I want to clarify, I think you're mostly talking about Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Oh, so I do see your stories on Facebook, but I was looking at your wall. You don't do a lot of things on your wall.
So my Facebook wall, no. On my Instagram, yes, because sometimes like my Instagram is linked to my Facebook. So whatever I post on Instagram, it automatically posts there. And so not all of my reels get posted on my Facebook. I would have to like manually do it, which sometimes I forget, and then I have to go back and do it. So yeah.
I know you're busy.
Yeah.
I like that she's really in the trenches talking to people and helping them get healthier, like taking the time. Okay, Melissa.
And don't forget Nalani and everybody else. If you do a reel, you can if you click on the three buttons, you can share that reel to your story. Mm-hmm. And then they'll see like a 20-second version of that, and then you can click to see full reel. That way you're getting multiple things out of one post.
Yes, yeah, you can like literally just say new posts on your story from your reel, and then that'll bring them to the actual post on your page. Mm-hmm.
Right. Go ahead, Melissa.
Melissa?
Sorry, I hate when I'm on my phone. I can't like unmute or unvideo myself. So I just had a question because I'm listening as I'm moving a little bit. Shakirah, what are you, I heard you say you are giving away like a free resource, which I love, but what are you saying? Like you can get it for free? You're not saying like Juice Plus, and then are you talking about like the business, or I don't know if I misheard something. But
Oh,
I do love the story thing. I try to put one picture of Juice Plus in my story every day, but I'm going to be a little more direct about it. I have got one order this year from my stories with the Children's Health Study, which was pretty cool.
oh, cool. Yeah. So you're saying as far as like the business or the customer side?
Like, what are they DMing you for?
So they're DMing for the either the free package or just the information that I put out there. So for example, I'll say, did you know that Juice Plus has been proven to help with cardiovascular health? And I'll put like a little bit of what the clinical study says. And I'll say, DM me raw to get yours now. Like I'll have it urgent with like all exclamation points. And then I'll get some people say they'll just put raw constantly in the DM. And then I have an automated message that I just copy and paste and send to them. Yeah, so create and I would.
So it's like a PDF or a message. Okay,
right,
that's what I thought. But I
would encourage to create like an automated message. I can actually like read mine. Let me just kind of get it up so I could give you an idea of what I say.
So is the free package the message that they're receiving, or are you talking about the Children's Health Study?
It's the Children's Health Study is the one that where they get the free package.
Okay.
Let me see, I can't find it. Let me.
So that was what she was referencing, Melissa.
What do you mean create an automatic message? So when somebody DMs you, it automatically goes? You don't have to sit there and answer all those messages?
No, like you'll I can't find it. You'll put it, you'll have it in your notes.
Somebody DM.
And you just copy, you're just talking about copying and pasting, so you don't have to type it out each time. Okay.
Exactly. There it is. So mine's, I'll say, this is what I say, it's time to go raw. It's an exclamation. The breakdown of the body is due to lack of, vital minerals in our foods. I like to say it's not junk foods that cause disease. It's the lack of minerals in the foods that we're eating that leads to disease. Knowing all of this, I decided to take more of an action in not only bridging the gap for myself, but for my clients as well. This is where I found raw foods in a capsule, highly concentrated raw fruits, berries, and vegetables dried into a capsule. Wait, there's more. Children 4 years old and adults up to 25 can receive a raw food package completely free, which is valued at over $300. Ready to take control of your health? Schedule a 20-minute call with me to get you started. Send your phone number, email, and the best date and time to call you. I look forward to speaking to you. So that's like my automated, like my message that I send to everyone once they DM me raw, copy and paste it. They respond with their phone number, their email, and a date. And I'll lock that date in and I'll say, okay, great. I'll be calling from a 570 area code. So it's me, because you're speaking to people from all over the world, so they may not pick up. So that's my example of my message that it's saved in my phone, in my notes section, and I just copy and paste anytime someone DMs me raw.
Even though we didn't DM you raw, can you put it in the chat?
Oh, yes. I have to.
And
Let me
I tried to type most of it, but
Well, I always say, maybe it can be put into the Facebook comments for the people that are, because I don't think they see the chat, do they?
I know, but we're gonna.
They are seeing the chat right now.
Okay, let me.
Plus, we can do that for her.
Yeah, we see the chat. Oh, you mean Facebook people?
Facebook is seeing the chat.
Can they see the chat later if they rewatch it?
If they watch the video, the chat will be shown today. I'm showing it right now.
Let's see.
There is something that's like Project Broadcast for DMs, and if you're doing a lot of this, like Shakirah, this would probably help you. There's a thing called ManyChat that you might want to look into. It's a service you have to pay for, but that would handle all. It's like a chat robot, and it would automate that for you. But Shakirah, as you do that, I'll test your multitasking as I ask you a question. So like I put into the chat a PDF from Juice Plus. It's the Healthy Summertime Hacks for Kids cookbook that has a bunch of kids recipes. So, I mean, not everybody's an iridologist and does some of the things you do, but some people are more branded towards like healthy eating or like super moms doing super food in the summer. So if you were to like make popsicles or whatever, and you have a reel or you have a story or a post that has popsicles and it's from the cookbook, and that could be the free resource that they're talking about, right? You could say,
Mm.
hey, and I have a whole cookbook of this stuff. Just DM me healthy hacks, and I'll reach out to you. I'd love to set up a consultation about, or even just send you a free resource.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
actually
similar to
works.
what you're doing?
Yeah, as far as like recipes, you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think anyway, from what I understand, when it comes to like value-based marketing like this, where
Mm-hmm.
you have to have something to offer. That's why, like Melissa is a pharmacist, so
Mm-hmm.
she being a pharmacist that's kind of walking away from the pharmacy because she understands the value of whole food. She could be doing a lot of posts and create PDF documents that guide people as to maybe alternatives to certain medications and things like that. I don't really know the doctor rules and stuff, but she could navigate that space. Is that similar? Like, I'm just trying to adapt what you're doing for everybody.
Yes, that is, that's a good idea. As far as you all have so many different recipes, right? Where it's summertime, so you talked about making like ice pops or something. So you can like add the Juice Plus in there. So if you have like a specific recipe and you're showing people how to make it on a reel, if you want the recipe, DM me recipe. And
Right.
then you'll say you'll need the Juice Plus to make this recipe. So yeah, that's actually a good idea for other people to duplicate what
Yeah.
it is that, this marketing. Because yeah, like you said, everyone is not, in the same field, right? So we have to make this as duplicatable as possible. So yeah, recipes. I know you guys do a lot of the sourdough, but I know that doesn't really include the Juice Plus, but the mocktails that Michelle was
Yeah, but
talking
we could
about,
talk
like the
about gut
unique.
health. We could talk about
Yeah.
mocktails. I just know
Yep.
that I know for a fact that there's a lot of people, not only on here, but that are going to see this on Facebook. They get
Hmm.
stinking thinking going. So they'll say,
Yeah.
"Oh, but Shakira's a doctor, so she can do all that, but I can't." No, everybody
Hmm.
can do it.
Yeah.
Everybody is a health influencer that's listening to this, that's hearing my voice right now. It's just you have to go back to the first thing Shakira talked about, that one word that Sharon loves, and that's confidence.
Yes. Or
You know what I
just
mean? And to have the confidence to be bold, but it shouldn't even take confidence because you're telling the truth and you're helping people. It's like we shouldn't be afraid to help somebody. You know what I mean? If somebody's fallen off a cliff, all you got to do is reach down and help them up, and you just saved a life, and that's what we can do every day. So
Absolutely.
I think the real key to what Shakira is doing here is she's thinking like a businesswoman. She's thinking like, how can I offer value to people, and how can I offer value in exchange for the opportunity to have a one-on-one conversation with them, where now she's in a position to not only help them, but to also gain a sale potentially. So I think
Right.
that's really important.
Hmm. Right. And that I would say just also the confidence. And then if you ask the question, what are your health goals? Then that can help you to better align your verbiage with what they want, because it's about them. If we hop on a call and we'll start going off about what Juice Plus is and the benefits, it can sound a little salesy. So
Yeah.
less salesy, more, community, more conversation as like, that person, and then you follow up with them that week. I'm like, I'll give you a call because I get the notification when it's delivered or when it's shipped. Juice Plus, they ship very fast. So I get the notification in my email when their package ship, and I'll give them a call once they get it, just to make sure delivery went well. If they have any questions, sometimes they'll be like, well, how do I take this? What's the frequency? It's 4 bottles here. Like, what time of the day, right? I mean, it's 2 a day of each. I like to do the fruit in the morning. I tell them what I like to do, and sometimes they do that, or you can, just kind of tell them to do it how they like to do it. And then you just follow up again within the next, month or 14 days, whatever they're comfortable with, just so you're staying with them through the process. I also tell them to mark the date they start. Like if they get it, June 15th, they started. So a lot of times we go to our doctors, every 3 months or every 4 months for appointments, so that they can keep track of their own progress. So, yeah.
I like what Sharon said, that she said, how can we apply this? So I mean, we all can apply this. I can see doing this. Like for instance, I do like healthy recipes sometimes. So maybe instead of just posting the recipe, I could do the demo of like how to make hummus or whatever, and then say DM me, hummus or whatever, and I'll shoot you the recipe. Then, they still got to see the demo, but if they want the printed recipe, now I have a conversation going with them. Same thing with Tower Garden. I could talk about like, how to prune basil properly this time of year, and then create a PDF document or whatever. It might be just one page, but I mean, that stuff's all out there. We can adapt it to our own use, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Good idea, Shakirah. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm good. That's great. I love that you are incorporating customer care and setting yourself up for good customer care at the very beginning, where you're asking them about their goals and you're telling them to mark the date. And so that helps them to stay in mind. Okay, I'm looking forward to continuing. I see that Karen, I know what I would say, but I know what you would say too. What Karen says, what about someone that wants to cancel after 2 months because they don't see any change?
Okay, I've had that. As far as them canceling and not seeing changes, first I say, I ask questions like, how often were you taking it? Have you noticed anything else as far as it is like everything is staying the same? What did you have going on where you were expecting to see a change? I will also say that 2 months, you still have another 2 months supply to go through. So I would tell them to, give it some time and to not take the expectation of the results out of it. And that's when you're open your mind a little bit more to seeing, well, there are some slight changes. We don't even realize the slight changes that we go through every day from things we take for granted, like walking up the stairs, right? You take Juice Plus and, maybe 20 days later, you don't even notice it. You're walking a little better. Your mobility may be increased. So is there change? Is there no change, or are we not recognizing it? Because these are things we take for granted every day. So I would say, take the expectation out and, think of everything that you have challenged right now, the little pains that we forget that goes away. Could it be that you're adding more fruits and vegetables to your everyday lifestyle? I would also, even if that doesn't work, say, what, we can go in and cancel the next shipment for you, or we can pause it. I always give them the option. You want to pause it, or you want to just completely cancel it, so just also that's like a feature there too. They can pause it for a month. If they decide to come back, they can. So yeah, I would say, have them understand that, that take the expectation out of it. And then, also like, yeah, how often were you taking it? And then that can kind of bridge, the spaces of their mind of, maybe I wasn't taking it every day. Maybe I skipped a week, so yeah, that's what I would say.
I think those are the great questions. I think, the longer we do this, and as doctors, right? Like even when you're trying to heal somebody with something, it takes longer. We live in such a society where people want things now, that setting up that expectation of, hey, you didn't get in this position really quickly. It's going to take time to get you, to heal your body. But I think that's where a lot of the newer team members especially kind of get frozen. They get a lot of, they get customers and then all of a sudden they want to cancel and they're like, okay, they get it becomes hard for them sometimes to start questioning, which is what we need to do. Were you even taking it? Most of the time people weren't taking it.
That reminds me of two things. The first thing is that my very first customer, she said, "Why do I have to get 4? Can't I just get a 4-month supply? Why I can't just get a couple of bottles and see how I feel?" And I said, "You may never feel anything." What? And that's when I just said, "Well, you don't feel cancer when it starts. You don't know what's going on in your body at the cellular level. So if you want to know, then get your blood tested and then come back in another couple of months and test your blood again or another."
So Nalani, there's a great question because I have somebody who is on their 3rd shipment and her blood work hasn't changed, but she was pretty healthy to begin with. So now what do you say when she's like, I was looking for my biomarkers to change, because she does have high cholesterol, and she's not seeing a change.
Okay, so that's cholesterol. That's not, I hardly can believe that someone who has, and I don't care how well you eat, that from the day one of eating it and then 4 months later, that some of those numbers the highs come down or the lows gone up a little bit if you had. Now, if you had a perfect blood panel to begin with, then that's good because it stays that way. Because you don't know what could happen. I know that does not answer, that really doesn't deal with that specific person. I would have to know more about that person's history.
There are a lot more
Dr.
measures than cholesterol.
Right.
There's homocysteine, which I would say is a lot more important, or
Yes.
oxidative stress, which
Yes.
is a lot more important
Right.
than cholesterol, because cholesterol, as long as it's not oxidized, it's not as bad.
Yes, and 85% of cholesterol is created by the liver. It's genetic. So
Right, and it can go up and down so much. So I actually, and this is where the questions come in because she only started with fruits and veggies. And so I got her, she just wanted to try it. And so this month I got her to add in the berries and the omegas. So now we'll see,
Okay. Okay, but they're very good with what Shakirah said, you got to ask a lot of questions because then you really get down to it. And what happens with a brand new person, like Sharon says, it would throw you off if you don't feel prepared for that. So a lot of times I would say to a new person, you know what, that's interesting. Let's get so-and-so on the phone. Let's get Sharon on, let's get Doug on the phone. Let's get, Nalani on the phone. And because I don't have an answer for that. So let's find out.
And we're available. For the new people, we're available. We want to be able to help them, and that helps, shore up their beliefs. Because really, everybody's going to give an objection to something at some time. So it's an objection. It's saying, hey, I want you to reassure me that this money that's coming out of the bank every month is actually doing something for my body. And it's our job to have that confidence to reassure. When people come away from going to the lunch and learns, listening to any of the Zooms, knowing the research, being in action and solving people's problems, when they go away from the campfire and they're not secure or they're new, they'll say, okay, I'll cancel it. That's not helping anybody, because then you're not really doing your job as a consultant for their health. So if you put yourself in the position of feeling that confidence like Shakirah or Dr. Nalani or Karen, that's where you want to come from. You are a consultant to help them to make a good decision based on your knowledge, because you're in a network of professionals who deal with all kinds of disease, disorders, and wellness. So you are the one who knows a lot more than that person that's just looking at their bank account saying, which thing can I cancel next?
Well, Shakirah, thank you for coming on. And you spurred on, I'm going to say, one of the great lunch and learns of all time. Because this lunch and learn, Michelle, I love it that you laughed at that. Thank you. Because I thought it was funny too. But it's true, because this emphasized, being around the campfire, about learning a little bit more. Now, we don't have to all be doctors and experts, but But I'll tell you what, if you don't know, I mean, I know Wendy Campbell will say you don't need to know a ding dong thing, but my goodness, I'm not sure that's always true. You're going to get more sales if you know a little bit of a ding dong thing and have some confidence in your responses. How can we build confidence? Just go into boards and read some of this stuff. I mean, there's a whole section in the Campbell team board about different diseases and responses and videos, and watch all your what the health and Food Inc. and Forks Over Knives, and just learn and absorb it. It's what we do. And that is how you inspire people to healthy living, by being confident and living the life yourself, but also being able to communicate it. We had some great ideas on here, and I'm excited that everybody was here. We had a great turnout, and I know we'll have some great replays. You guys, I don't know about you, but I know I want to tag some people on the replay, so it is in Team Transformers if you want to do that. But Sharon, do you have any final words? And then we'll be
Well, I
finishing.
put them in the chat. Dive in. As Dr. Sears says, make health your hobby. I love that you said watch those Netflix. Invite other people to watch them. Say, I just watched Super Juice Me, which was something we showed in our house the other day. Make health your hobby, share with others. And then, you know, it's obvious that we're all in the lifestyle of just trying to make simple changes, right? So then we just share. We share what we're learning. And then making Juice Plus events, listening to those different Zooms. We've got a bunch of them this week. Your priority to get yourself confident. You know, I used to listen to Mitra Ray. We used to have an 800 number. I'd be ironing my clothes. This was before I'd go to Stacy's house or any place that I was going to have to go present, because I was super underconfident. I would listen to Mitra Ray explaining the research, and then I'd get myself pumped before I'd go do that event. So we need to hear those videos from those doctors so that we can feel pumped, because we are trying to talk to people who have no idea about nutrition. So we have to have that confidence or posture that they need to listen to us. You know, we're not trying to sell them snake oil. We're trying to help them with something that's actually got research behind it. All right. So keep on cranking. Make
Great
health your
stuff,
hobby,
everybody.
make the business a real business, check out your boards, all that good stuff.
Dr. Shakirah, you did an amazing job. I feel like I could listen to you for hours and learn and learn. My page is full of notes, and we can look you up on YouTube. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing a YouTube tonight on childhood eczema, and I'm going to be tying in the Juice Plus skin study to that.
Okay.
So that's going to lead them to want to learn more. So my YouTube is Holistica, the Master Iridologist. Let me put that in there.
Okay.
And then I'm on Instagram as at Holistic Hope. And so yeah, that's my YouTube, and you can subscribe and get notified to the video tonight. It's at 8:44 p.m. Eastern time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You did a great
Very
job.
welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. Gratitude, everyone.
Looking forward to that one. Looking forward to that. And by the way, Stacy is going to be our guest speaker next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Okay, great.
Next Wednesday or this Wednesday?
This
Like,
Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday. Okay.
What's today?
Today's
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, this Wednesday.
I think there's
Okay.
a couple of events on Wednesday, just so you know.
There's always events on Wednesday.
I know.
And that was our day.
That's true. Okay. I forget what time those other ones are. All right. Good night. Goodbye. Not good night. Goodbye,
Bye. Thank
guys.
you.
Happy
Bye,
Monday.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Shakirah. Keep on cranking toward your goals. Love it.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.